Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to this video tutorial. This tutorial is going to be on Amazing Grace, very classic melody. It's sort of roughly based on Victor Wooten's version of Amazing Grace, which he did on bass using harmonics. And it's just such an incredible arrangement, and the melody is of course like such a beautiful melody that I thought this could be a really nice one to do a tutorial on. So the arrangement that I've come up with for you guys isn't too long. It's about maybe like a minute and a half, and it makes use of like the bass's like fantastic harmonic potential, and I think it could be a really lovely thing to, I don't know, to play in front of friends, to play for family, because it's a melody that everyone recognizes, and it's not too difficult to play either. It's pretty straightforward. And it's so simple, and that's like the beauty of it. Like less is more. So the tuning, you can just again keep your bass in E, A, D, G standard tuning. That's completely fine, and just follow along with my shapes and patterns and fret position, and you'll be able to play Amazing Grace. But it'll be in a lower key than me, because I'm going to be tuned a little bit higher up. So I'm going to be tuned a fifth higher, B, E, A, D, low to high. So if you have piccolo strings, you can use that tuning. So I really hope you guys like this one. I'll go ahead now and play you what the arrangement looks like. Okay, so the thing about this arrangement is the most important focus is to capture the essence of the melody. So you don't have to play it exactly the same way that I'm playing it. There'll be little things such as like how often you do your drone, your bass note, that don't matter as much. What matters is that the bass note is heard, but whether you come in and you do another couple strums doesn't matter as much. But certain things you want to do to get ready to play. You want to be using bridge pickups if your bass has those two options. Because you're plucking, and you want to be plucking close to the bridge, you want to be plucking here rather than here to get that real harmonic sound. Because you're plucking here, you want the sound to be coming from the pickups as opposed to neck pickups if you have those. So if I just show you an example, if I have neck pickups right now and I play this harmonic, it sounds like that. If I play it with the exact same strength, you can see it really picks it up. Okay, and also if I wanted to play like say two harmonics at once on my fifth fret here, and I were to go like this and play them further away from the neck, it's difficult to play and it doesn't sound as clean. If I were to play them here, it sounds much cleaner. So that's what you want to be aiming for. When it comes to the positioning of the pickups, there's basically, on the fourth fret, there's two harmonics. There might be more than that, to be honest. I think there's two. So there's one lower down on the neck, lower meaning going this way, here. And there's one sort of higher up on the fourth fret, there. So what I'll do when I'm talking through this is, I'll say that this is the low fourth fret harmonic, and that's the high. So low, high. Okay, and I'll talk to you more about how to get that sound when it comes to it. So yeah, let's get started looking at how to play Amazing Grace. So we start off playing the 5th fret harmonic on the D string, then the G string, And then we're gonna play a bass note on your G, 3rd fret on the E string, okay? So for your harmonic on the 5th fret, basically right on top of the fret, the 5th fret, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember to have your bridge harmonics will be plucking close to the bridge, right on top of the 5th fret. And what you're gonna do is you're going to have your finger just touch the note, and when you pluck, you're going to lift off as soon as, like right instantly after you pluck, to get that ringing sound. Okay, so you're gonna go. All right, now I tend to pluck with my index finger, and then I'm gonna bass note a lot of the time with my thumb because it'll give sort of a warmer tone. So we have 3. Okay, so what that is right there is 4th fret harmonic on the G string, the high 4th fret, 4th fret harmonic on the D string, the low 4th fret. So you go from this position to this position. 5th fret harmonic on the G string, and then 4th fret harmonic, the high 4th fret on the G string. So I'll just play it for you slowly, okay? I'll do it with one finger so you can see. Okay, but the tricky thing is you want to have this bass note ringing out because that's what's going to make it pretty. All right, so what you want to do is you want to turn your hand and have your pinky, your 4th finger, play that high 4th fret on the G string. So while your bass note is ringing out, okay, and then I go 2nd finger on the low 4th fret on the D string, and this harmonic's going to be tough, so you really have to nail it. You have to get that accuracy, practice getting that clean sound. And then back to your 5th fret harmonic on the G, and then high 4th fret harmonic. Okay, so it looks like this. Okay, so I'll do it again slowly. Okay, so the melody, 2, 3, 2, 3. Okay, so. All right, so you're getting that space. What's this doing? Is you're creating that space between melody and harmony. Okay, so I'm sure I could sort of play it down here. But the space between this note and that note, like the distance between them is not as great as that. And also, that's a different tone. All right, so someone not listening might even think it's 2 instruments, and when we're playing solo, we want to give out those sorts of impressions. Just want to check I'm actually recording. Okay, I'm recording, good. Sometimes I've done that before, where I've spoken for half an hour, and then I look and it's not recording, and I want to kill myself. Okay, so we have, then come back with the bass note again. Now, the chord is going to change here, and what you're going to do is, as that's ringing out, you're going to get your 2nd finger on your left hand, the low 4th fret on the D string, 5th fret on the G string, and you could hear it. Something needs to change now. So you go, and what you're going to do is you're going to do a little bass run, open A string, 2nd fret on the A string, 3rd fret on the A string to your C, and then you're going to get that chord, and that's what you're looking for. Okay, so your G is ringing out, and you go. Okay, all right, so where we're at is, then here we go, low 4th fret on the D string, high 5th fret on the G string. Just like let that hold for a second, because that anticipation is for that note. Okay, then the next phrase after that is, what you're gonna do is you're gonna just basically play the harmonic. Again, this is the low 4th fret harmonic on the A string. And I'm playing it a little bit in front of this fret, okay? So you might wanna just experiment where you hear it. There it is. Then back to the G, okay? So you're on the C, you're gonna play the 4th fret, low 4th fret on the A string, and then 5th fret on the D string. And notice I do the A string harmonic with my index finger, and the D string harmonic with my pinky, because it's this natural position that as bass players we're used to just having that sort of that fifth position, basically. Okay, so where we are in the melody is, whoops. Whoops. There it is. So, there's that C. And then it resolves back to the G. Okay, so that's the first section there. Next section, same exact phrase that you started off with. Okay, get a couple G's in there. Okay, you have freedom here, all right? Freedom of expression, you know, whatever you're feeling. All right, now here's where it changes. Instead of going like you did before, so you're gonna do the low 4th fret on the D string, still holding down your G with your first finger, get your arm sort of stretched around. Second finger on the low 4th fret harmonic on the D string. So it's 2 low 4th fret harmonics on the D string and then the G string. Okay, and then you need to change chords because you're looking for that chord right there. All right, so what you're gonna do is, I thought you can do a little riff here. You can go D string, G string, 4th fret on the G string, 2nd fret on the G string, just to build up that resolve, because basically what you want is you want that note. So let's just be a little bit like create that sort of like looking forward to it, like anticipation of it. So then you're just gonna go open D, open G, right? Easy. Open G, 4th fret on the G, 2nd fret on the G, harmonic on the 7th fret of the G. So just to show you again. Okay, so what's happening there, that N phrase, is, doesn't matter which finger you have on the bass, but just basically I played my open D, and I'm just playing the same note on the E string on the 10th fret, but then I'm getting the harmonic, which is on the 9th fret on the D string, which is a third, a major third of your D. So it's basically that note right there. Might recognize that shape. Okay, so it's this note, but an octave higher. And it's like you know, you have lots of bits ringing out. So you have that ringing, that ringing, that ring, and you could even get your A harmonic if you want as well. And maybe a D. I mean, you could do so much you can do. Okay, so again. Do it one more time. D, G, 4th fret on the G, 2nd fret on the G, harmonic on the 7th fret, and then D, 9th fret on the D. Okay, again, you can get that going a little bit, get that ringing out. You could even get that harmonic bend happening too. All right, because this is the thing with playing solo, is you're not playing with the drummer, you know, you're not playing with other musicians. You can do what you want, you know? Okay? Right, so after that's ringing out, it's really nice, we want to sort of lower, have a sort of piano section, like lower the volume, okay? So very gently, we're gonna go low 4th fret to high 4th fret harmonic to low 4th fret harmonic. Back to your G. Same exact phrase that we saw at the beginning. Okay, hold on 1 second. I just need to start another video on the camera because it's flashing. I'm coming up to my size limit. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Right, so then we have our quiet bit. Same riff. Repeats from the beginning, you can see. There's a little run that we did. Okay, so this bit right here is the same as the beginning, right? Okay, then we go, right? We sort of lift up on that C, play low 4th fret on the A string, and then 5th fret on the D string. Okay. And if you want something extras, you can go, because we went, so we can go back to the G, those same notes. I'm just plucking it once and pulling off. You can hammer down if you want as well. Okay, so again we have low 4th fret on the D, 5th fret on the G, get to that C. Okay, now here's a really pretty bit. Then we're gonna go 5th fret on the D and the G again. Except we're gonna go, I love that chord right there. It's stunning, isn't it? Okay, let your E string ring out. Same riff that we've done, except now it's our D chord. Okay, so you can play your D chord in different ways. You can do a D chord like that if you want, like that if you want. You can just play your D if you want. Okay, so we have, what I'm doing there, sorry, is open E and then just 14th frets on the A string and the D string. It's just basically a minor chord. And you could play around with that. Okay, so our E is ringing out. We just want to hear the D there. 5th fret on the A string. Have your major 3rd there. Okay. That's basically what I'm doing here. Then, so that's a low 4th fret on the D string, 5th fret on the G string. Okay. Okay, so what I did there at the very end, let's just go back and make sure everyone's clear with it. So essentially, just an E. That's sort of the more simple way about it, or you can go, maybe that's a little bit more complicated. We're adding some more texture, some more complexity. Okay, now after you do your low 4th fret on the D and 5th fret on the G, so it's just like a very basic, simple scale downwards. So G on the 10th fret of the A, 9th fret of the A, 10th fret of the E string, 8th fret, 7th fret, 5th fret. You can do one of those chords. One of those ones. That's a good one. So something else, bit of a challenge. So you have, if you want to do this chord, I think we did this on Pachelbel's Canon, but you start using similar techniques, similar chords. 15th fret of the E string, 2nd finger down. 14th fret of the A string, 1st finger down. D string open, harmonic on the 12, 13, 14, 15, 16th fret, the higher 16th fret. And then once you get your 1st finger there, holding on to this G, release with your 2nd. Okay, so let me just talk through the arrangement very quickly again for you guys, going a bit slower, and just make sure everyone is okay. So here's our beginning riff. We're gonna hear that a lot. Now something you might want to try once you get the hang of this is, those don't necessarily sound great at the exact same time. See if you can mute whichever string you're not using at the time, either D or G string. So those ones work together, they're ringing out. But when I play these ones, right now, I put my fourth finger down on the G string just to stop it from ringing out. Now it's very difficult to do this. It's quite hard. It's hard for me to remember which string should be going, but it could be something to think about. Okay, low 4th fret, 5th fret on the G, then our run. Then right where your finger is, that's where your harmonic's going to be, a little bit lower than that. Remember, that's our riff that we're doing constantly. Then here's our sort of a little bit more complicated D, G, 4th fret G, 2nd fret G, harmonic on the 7th fret. Then we just want to let that ring for a moment. Quietly there. Our riff. We're repeating now. You could actually do a little downward run here. Our riff. D, some form of D. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a very basic chord. I'm just going to fret 2 notes here. And there you go. So that's our arrangement of Amazing Grace. If you want to have more, if you want to play more of this arrangement, what I would recommend is start off by just doing the melody without any harmonics, with a good amount of reverb, okay? And then come into the harmonics. So if you don't want to see what that looks like, obviously you don't need to watch it, but I'm just going to show you basically what that transition might look like very quickly if you want to have more, play this more. Okay, so here we go. Let me just show you one more demo. And then you could go into the section that you've just seen. So that could be something else that you guys do and hopefully enjoy. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Let me know in the comments what you think. If you have any questions like that, just let me know. Thanks again, everyone, for your support. It really means a lot, and it's really helping me continue doing what I'm doing. So thanks, everyone, and I'll see you soon. Bye.